Hey
Breast
everyone,
cancer
I wanted to come
diagnosis.
on and share with you my diagnosis and how everything transpired. I want to be transparent and I want to be open about this journey that I'm about to embark, and just wanted to share a little bit of how we got to where we are today. October 14th, I went in for my yearly mammogram. I have to get them done every year because I have what they call cystic breast. And so they always want to, check and make sure that everything's okay. And so when they told me after I had did that October 14th mammogram that I needed to set up for an ultrasound and the 3D mammogram because they saw something that, looked a little suspicious. So anyway, I went back on November 6th to actually get the ultrasound and the mammogram. And so when I was pulling up at the facility, it came to me that that night before, I had had a dream about my cousin. My cousin is a breast cancer survivor. She's been on her journey for years and doing well. And so I dreamed that me and her were talking and she was just laughing. And so I said, okay, God, why did I dream about her? And so as I'm parking the car, I normally park on the first level, but it was completely packed out. And so as I'm driving around to park on the second level, I remembered that when I was diagnosed with kidney cancer, that's where I parked. And I said, okay, God, here's another sign. And so I got out the car, I go in, and of course they gave me the little pink gown, told me to put it on, and I was going to have to do the mammogram first and then the ultrasound. And so while I'm sitting there, there was a young lady there, and I could tell she was a little restless, and I heard the Holy Spirit say, pray for her. And I'm like, God, I'm just as nervous as she is. You want me to pray for someone here, now? And he just kept saying, pray for her. And so finally, I waited for an opportunity, and I said, hi. I said, is this your first time? And she said, yes. I said, how are you doing with it? She says, not good. And I said, do you want me to pray with you? She said, yes. And so here I am praying for someone. And I feel like, Lord, I got stuff going on myself. But anyway, I prayed with her and tears began to flow down her eyes. And she said, thank you so much. She said, I feel so much better. And so she went on, they called her, she went on and did her ultrasound, never saw her again that day. But I do know that wherever she is, I thank God for allowing me to pray for her. And so I went in and they started doing the ultrasound, and she was snapping those pictures, and I could see, oh Lord, she sees something because she's snapping